So, as far as I'm concerned, Arizona, Arizona is lost. I've tried everything in my power to make some kind of change. Uh, and I don't know why I even care, because I don't plan on living here in this state beyond spring, whenever I go move out onto my land. But I've tried everything from setting up meetings with my mayor to meeting with the governor to hiring a lawyer to see if we could try to force some kind of change. The process to change involves signatures, and you can't get signatures now because you can't really get in contact with people. People aren't walking around on the streets. Everything has to be done electronically, but then you can't get a big presence because it doesn't matter. Everything is controlled by the technocrats. I went analog, which is why I handed out flyers. Like when I was bullhorning City Hall and bullhorning downtown in the Capitol buildings and handing out flyers. Between handing out flyers to people to putting them on car windows at the grocery store to walking around neighborhoods in my area and taping them on mailboxes and lampposts. I got a total of 25 people responding. Most of them were, well, what's the big deal? Let's just wear a mask, and what's the big deal if we just get a vaccine and go back to normal, and what's the big deal? If I have to explain what the big deal is, then whatever. Of all of the people that responded, only 3 people were here in Arizona. One of them saw a video and responded and isn't in the county. The other 2, I don't know if they were from the neighborhood or from downtown. If I was smart, I would have changed my QR code so that the email response would have been different based on location. But, I mean, I don't know what else to do. I've tried everything to change things. I tried to drum up support. I tried to sound the alarm. No one cares. No one cares. No one cares that our law says that they can force vaccines into Arizona residents. It doesn't seem to bother them. They just, it would never get to that. Well, everything that we're seeing now, we were saying, oh, it would never get to that. Remember? Oh, it was just 15 days to slow the spread. Come on, you can do it, just 15 days. And then it was like, oh, oops, just another month. Well, wear a mask if you want. It might help. Masks are required, except if you, if there's some reason that you can't, then no. Masks are required or you're not coming in here. I mean, it's the slow roll death, and no one cares. Arizona is lost. Like I said, I've been fighting this uphill battle trying to gain support. No one cares. And I'm not even going to be living here much longer, so why the fuck should I care? Because it's my country, and regardless of where I live, it's happening. I'm still going to fight, but tell you what, globalists, come and get Arizona. No one cares. No one's paying attention. Everyone just wants to sit around on their lazy asses and watch Netflix. Americans have become complacent, docile, decadent, but mostly lazy. There was one email that I got from someone who said, I'm sure someone's going to do something about all of this. Yeah, people like me who are trying to get people like you off of your ass. We need to have a voice, and the only thing that any of our elected politicians and representatives ever consider are numbers. How many people? Is this just one person making this noise? I need voices behind me. But no one even wants to give me their voice. It's too much effort. We are all being oppressed, whether or not you think it is oppression, it is. Just to be told that you have to wear a mask from the door of a restaurant to being seated to where you can immediately then take it off. It's all for show. It does nothing. And it's all because of 0.03% of our population that might die. That is the most selfish thing I've ever heard in my life. That 0.03% of the population would want to see this happening to our country because they might die. How about letting the rest of the 99.97% of us get back to our daily existence, and that 0.03% have them shelter in place, have them buy things on Amazon, have them have their groceries delivered. In fact, allow them to go out on like FEMLA if they're still working. If you have multiple comorbidities, then you can go out on the Federal Emergency Medical Leave Act. That would be a hell of a lot cheaper than forcing everyone to stay at home and everyone, None of this makes sense. And like I said, no one wants to fight. I'm still going to fight. I will fight every single day of my life. I don't care if I'm still the only one out there getting spit on and yelled at. I don't care, because someone has to do it. If you can't get off of your goddamn lazy ass and fucking even just respond in an email saying, yes, I'll add my voice to yours, then you deserve everything that you're going to get. That's all I can say. Because Americans are lazy. The only ones who aren't lazy are the feral ones out in the street. They're the ones that are jobless, mainly because of the lockdowns and the overreaction to a disease that is less deadly than the seasonal flu. But the feral ones in the street are ones that have been trained by our colleges and our school systems, and they're jobless now and angry. They're the ones that are getting out in the streets. They're the ones. They're the squeaky wheel. They're the ones that are going to get all the oil. I am so ashamed of my state. I have nothing else to say.